Beautiful people, today we are ranking the best midfielders in all of FC 26. In fact, we have the top 100 most used center mids and center defensive mids. We have collaborated and we have broken rank 1 foot champs debatable in the pine. Make sure to drop a comment, share the video around the community. Everything is highly appreciated. Feed the algo. Zé Roberto, the Brazilian, who is still in top tier shape. The situation is, where do you play him? Where is he best suited? It doesn't feel right to not have him at least in rank 1. That's where we're going to start. Big Zambo, currently in SBC. Only a center mid or a holding mid. Very physical. A little bit overpriced for the squad building challenge. It's not necessarily what this is about. We're going debatable. The young Juventus orchestrator, Yildiz, where we taking him? He's not really a center mid. And I don't know why you would play him there. Remember, we're not talking about a center attacking mid or a winger role, some sort of attacking fluidity. This is more debatable because you're not having any chase back. But at the same time, his ability warrants maybe a little bit of an extra notch. We're go foot champs. Florian Wirtz with that incisive plus, I'm still cooking up. But I don't know if his upgraded 89 deserves to go above rank 1. Could bring down the baseline just so we have at least some level of separation. Leah Williamson, even with Anticipate Plus, more of a center back that you could try to force into a holding mid. She's going to the pine. Williams, I think, deserves more respect, but I don't know if I can justify even a weekend league because the competition is serious. Vitinha, and you're getting some discount shopping. He's a technician. Not the most defensive, but the first touch is clean, crispy. Valverde has to be better. I don't know if I'm giving out broken just yet. And if anything, the irony is that he might be most used, at least at a competitive level, as a right back, based on what I've been witnessing. The second coming with a better playstyle package will take him to broken. Yaya Toure. Only one place he can be. And you're likely to make a case there needs to be a separation between the 87 and the 88. I agree. Give me till the end of the video. We'll do a full review. I'll make some adjustments on the fly. I've got you covered. Tenali, I think he's been downgraded to debatable. You're gonna struggle for the weekend. Big Durham, feeling clunky. I've made upgrades and evos and promos, and I like the stats. I like the performance just with the game shifting. I don't think it's been leaning in his direction. Super Sly, debatable. Dead Ball Plus, not going to be enough of a game changer either. It doesn't feel that fluid or that brilliant on the ball. You're not getting that level of separation if you're going to take him into more of a cam role or being the ultimate provider. I would not recommend. Stiller to the pine. Schneider, we've got a couple that we could work with. I'm sort of conflicted. The 88 is good for foot champs, and he has incisive plus, which the 89 does not have, and we're going to lose that upgrade, but I'd still like the 89 to still have another nudge because other stat lines are incorporating and they do make a difference, but on record, he does not have incisive pass. Sergio Busquets, expensive SBC. As a holding mid, I'm okay with rank 1. It might be a hot topic. I've heard reviews with people praising and then others with harsh criticism. I still like him for rank 1, so we'll leave that here. Nicholas, Pine, Rosicki, not getting out of the debate. Rogers, even with a unique dynamic image. Debatable. Rodri, who I think is criminally underrated, not used enough. Tiki Taka Plus, just gonna cost you the price point for the rating. Nothing more, nothing less. To foot champs, please and thank you. UCL Richard Rios with that enforcer, take him to the champs. Declan Rice, underselling this way, even at an inform. We'll move the 87 all the way down to the pine. I don't think it's going to come together for you. Reinders, I like both iterations. I've packed the 86 on multiple occasions. Easily good enough for the weekend. And then I have a little bit of a confliction with Reinders. I don't want to start volunteering too much. His movement, the passing, he's very good with the left stick. He might deserve better than rank 1, but I'm starting off here because the price point that you're paying is at least partially just due to rarity. Ramirez with intercept, he has been an annoying item to go up against. All over the place, crazy speed, chase back, just energizered up. Paul Pogba, the holding mid in foot champs, but I'm taking the cam / center mid with that incisive. I'm getting still quality value out of Paul Pogba. Maybe I have a bias, but that's what these videos are about. Pedri, smooth operator, not bad, but for many of you already coming off the bench with love. Pavlovich, we'll take him to foot champ. Some of you might make a case for rank 1. Patry, I still see in rank 1. If you can include her, some of what she's been doing, it's been tough to stop. Park Ji-sun for the weekend, please and thank you. Oberdorf, you do not need her in action. In Mecca, Good enough for sure for some foot champs playthroughs. Went from 70 overall to 86, and I think there's some fraudulent numbers to debatable. Nakata, I still got love for him. He's just hard to include in different lineups. Having acrobatic does nothing for him in the middies. Musiala still crushing spirits, taking names. That R1 dribbling, fantastic. Scotty McTominay with incisive plus. It does matter. McGregor, I'd like him to move out of debatable, but I don't know if it's the links or the inclusion, but that feels right for now. Blaze Matuidi will take the 86 with ping pass, which you might argue even prefer over Jockey. However, on the defensive duties, I'm taking Jockey to the top. We're saying broken. Javier Mascherano, we might be forcing it, but it's the only time he's going to see himself in some sort of weekend league competition. We'll give him foot champs, but allow me to take the 88 to debatable. You could even push him all the way downtown to the Pine. Slide tackle plus is no bueno. Rafa Marquez, more of a center back than a holding mid, and I'm feeling a little more harsh. We're moving Mascherano down as well. Mariona has been a weapon. She's been elite. I'll take the upgraded 89 to rank 1. Marcos Llorente might have too many stats to not have him rank 1, but he does not have a playstyle plus. So just put that in your notes. Marquisio at the 87 will go to foot champs. We'll take his 88 up to rank 1. And if you're asking questions about where are the icons, I am doing a full video dedicated to icons that will be releasing this upcoming weekend. Mano has been fantastic. He has been the main man. I have loved using him in the center mid role, and his dribbling is underrated. He progresses attacks with ease, and he's got the chase back. I'm trying to build myself into giving him even a extra cushion, but we'll start with weekend league certifiable. McAllister, I'm toasting, take him to the Pine. Kim Little, debatable. Litmanen, probably not a center mid, but debatable. Lewis Skelly got that 99 pace, and that is dynamic or game-changing enough for me to use and abuse, and he's gone to foot champs. Rose LaBelle's 87 might deserve even better than foot champs. She has put in so much time with the organization, but I am going to include her 88 also in rank 1. Doesn't do enough to get to broken, but if you can figure out American chemistry or some of the ladies, they have been fantastic. And if anything, she's more of a center attacking mid, but you could definitely play her as a center mid. Brilliant on the ball, makes those key passes, the runs, the speed boost and burst. She has never been anywhere near this good in a previous installment, and his hand clap all around. Simone, I know she's an 89 with 87 pace and 89 dribbling and even quick step as a playstyle plus, but she's not going beyond foot champs. Dirkie Kuyt, I don't see it this year, and no one does. I see him in no squads for a reason, and I'm feeling harsh even on the heroes. We're going to the Pine. Kone, weekend league certifiable. Kimmich is sort of in between positions. You could probably play him for the weekend, but I'm going to take this version to debatable. Then the 89 overall Scream edition has to be in rank 1. Got that 99 pace. Jockey plus. The cops are outside. They're coming for the main man. Nadine, foot champs. Karchawi, a little confusing, but I like her for rank 1, and I like her as a center mid. Got a lot of skills, a lot of progression, just an innovator on the pitch. Very complimentary. I got a lot of superlatives. However, her 87 baseline is more debatable. João Neves to foot champs. Heaps, which used to be Horan, debatable. Hamshik's 87, I quite like, which means even the 88 might have to get into that difficult slot in that broken category. Hamano's more of an attacking mid. I'm just going to toss her into the Pine. She's not going to be in your rotational. Goody, still keeping or holding on to that incisive. He's retained it. Foot champs. Gravenberch needs some play styles, but also foot champs. The 85 to debatable. 85 Goretzka to debatable. I didn't love this item. Grace also on the baseline, debatable. Gallagher's getting pushed out. Debatable. Phil Foden, I'm a little conflicted. As a center mid that can get busy, his touches, they come in at a premium. Big dog Fabinho, at least foot champs as a holding mid. Doué needs to be an attacker. Even if you could technically play him as a center mid, the roles are a little more limited. I prefer him out wide. I prefer him as a cam. If I make the case for Phil Foden filling in to that same center mid role where he's on the ball, now you're getting the skill moves and a little bit of the trickster. You got the upgraded pace. Let him be deceptive in the final third. Rank 1. De Rossi, we're happy to have him, but you are overspending for a new hero, a new addition, a beloved player. He's not above foot champs, not in my eyes, not where he currently stands. He is a three-star holding mid that gets after it, but he's not going above that, and he's not good on the offensive end. This is not an agile player whatsoever. Odegaard, who's been a surprise this year, but the game's catching up to him. He's going debatable. Frankie de Jong, he has put on a clinic. Might even deserve to be in that coveted rank 1 as a rare gold. Kevin De Bruyne is 88. Absolutely rank 1. And I wish him the best on the injury recovery. I believe he tore a muscle in his thigh. The 87 is just too slow, down to debatable. Big Chook, one of those SBCs that was worth it, at least in my eyes. Moves way better than you might expect. I'm giving him foot champs, maybe off the GP, but he still makes appearances off my bench. Kamavinga's 83 is not weekend league qualified. However, if you have the 83, you likely did an Evo or an upgrade. You've done something to make this item better, which would take him up another notch. Kalahanglu, who I just packed in my rewards, debatable. Moise Caicedo going to foot champs. Power Shot Plus has not been the play style. The 87 I'll take to the debatable. Bruno G, also debatable even with the inform. Bruno Fernandes, the 87 to the debate. The 88 is not going above foot champs this way. I believe you're paying the premium based on the Manchester United Premier League tax and the lack of availability on the market. Bright with intercept might be higher as a center back, but as a center defensive mid, she'll go debatable. Jude Bellingham's 90 overall. Might be a little underwhelming for foot champs. We'll take the inform up to rank 1. He is incisively qualified, but I don't think he's going straight into broken. We can have that back and forth if you like. Barella's not bad if you're building out of the Serie A on a discount team, but more or less debatable. Too many players already have the promos and the upgrades, and he's falling behind in the curve. Which leads us with Pateas. I'm taking her 91 to rank 1. I'm going to run the 82 inform all the way up to broken. She is a joy to use on the ball. And then Bon Madi, and this is the first year that, at least on the virtual pitch, I think she's better than Pateas and gives you more value. It's just all around the dribbling and the technical and the responsiveness, just a problem. Shall we review? As promised, I've added an additional tier. We have extra broken. That's going to be reserved for the 88 overall Yaya Toure, the 89 overall Valverde, and that might be it. And the price points might also support those two individuals. I'd also like to pull up Reinders, who has just been getting active. Even Ramirez, who just feels broken with the way that he moves, the way that people play with him. I don't like going up against him. Highly frustrating opposition. I'm giving Mano the nod, which could be controversial, but that's okay. I know what he's done for us, our club, our organization, Mediocre Cloud FC, and I want to give him his due. I want to give him his respect, and that's what we're going to do in this video, and we're going to send it off right there, and we're not going to focus on the bottom end. If anything, you're looking for weekend league players or better. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new, it's free to subscribe. We highly appreciate you, and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.